The Blue Deuce will be on the pole for the race. I say 20 or 22. It looks like actually about 19 cars are all that logged laps, which is kind of surprising. I thought I saw more people coming in to the room, but here we go. Cars are going to grid. Let's take a look. There you go. At the starting lineup for the race, Marcus Richardson, 31.327. He will start on the pole alongside with Chance Crum in the number 83. Chance not yet loaded in. Kyle Putz, there is the second place man in points. He is down 1 point. That's it, 1 point. He will start in the third position. Eric Sable will start fourth. Tyler Ducharme, Daytona 500 winner, going to start there in the fifth position. Connor Anton in the sixth spot. Bobby Cheney will start seventh. So Kyle already with a 4-point advantage on Cheney as this race will begin. Mr. Beach going to start eighth. Aaron Davis, the Alliance Truck Rental Ford Fusion, going to start in the ninth spot. Ariotti will start 10th. Matt Simpson, Slamafly, is going to start in 11th. Justin Gable, 12th. Seth the Merchant, 13th. Stuart Redmond, the starting Parkmobile, going to start 14th. Brandon Pipgrass, going to start there in the 15th position. Jake Nichols, 16th. Femi Olot, 17th. Richard Schwintz, Superman, going to start in 18th. Randy Roberts will start shotgun on the field as we get ready to go racing here for 134 laps, as I mentioned. 200 miles, and a champion will be crowned officially this evening here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. It should be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the show to go on. Car's just waiting to take off a little bit. Pretty nice sized field again. People picking Marcus, looks like, over in the channel already. Remember last night Marcus started on the pole and he ended up in the wall. It wrecked. Unfortunately, he still got a top 10, but when it was all said and done, Derek Bordeaux was able to win the race. So some car is going to pull over to pit road, it looks like. No, Tyler with a fake. And they will roll off. Get a couple nights off from NASCAR racing after a pretty wild weekend that saw one driver pissed off out of his mind. Saw a guy retiring win the pole. Definitely got a lot of great things coming up here this week. As I mentioned, 134 laps. Around the 1.5 mile track for 200 miles. We will crown a champion tonight in the Gen 6 Series presented by Lamadog Racing. Pace car is off, and we are green from Homestead. Tony Marcus Richardson leading lap one. Kyle puts up the second. You see Cheney back in the sixth position right now in the number 24. Again, whoever finishes the best, the better position, will win the championship. And right now it is Kyle Putz with the advantage. Battle back here with Mr. Beach. He is under attack. Front of the 15, I believe that's the 19 to set the Merchant. Maybe racing everywhere around the track here is Bobby Cheney right there behind Eric Sable, who's battling with Ducharme for position. Everybody moving out of line a little bit. So I mentioned DeMerchant to the inside. Oh, Ariotti up the track. Beach backs out of it. Cooler heads prevail there. And Gable going to go to the inside. He'll pass by Beach. Here comes Pipgrass inside. He'll take the position away. As we watch the Ford Fusion to set the Merchant there in the 19 up. Battling with Ariani for 9th. I think it only fits for a guy named Airy to run the Aries car. And move Seth up a spot. Marcus continuing to lead. Ducharme going to jump out of line. Here comes the 08 for 3rd. Tail happy there off of 4. As you saw last night, this track all about the multi-banking and the multi-groove racing that you get here at Homestead. Should mention only 18 cars ended up starting this race. Stuart Redmond took his car behind the wall. I don't even think he got a lap completed, so single file line back here. Let's jump back to this second pack of cars. There's Pipgrass and Gable going to battle it out. Battle for the 11th position there in the 10. Jake Nichols there in the 84 right there behind him. Up front, new leader, Kyle Putt's going to get a bonus point. Now with that bonus point, it literally comes down to whoever has the better finish. Now as Ducharme is sideways and spinning off a 2. The 500 champion going to keep it off the wall. Caution number 1 on the track. And let's see what happens to him. Running there in the 4th position. He's got Sable right below him. Tyler, that back end just snaps on him. Caution number 1 on the speedway here at Homestead. And we are going to see pit stops right away. One car going to stay out. It's going to be Randy Roberts. He'll lead a lap here, get a bonus point. Maybe. Everybody in their pit stall pretty clean except Marcus. Gable might have missed his pit stall, it looked like. The 10 going to go through. Four tires, fuel, race off pit road. Eric Sable going to get it. Not even a jump for him from 5th to 1st. How'd I get on my screen? You. That didn't work. Well, if I can get TeamSpeak to work with me here, we'll be okay. There we go. There's Roberts going to come to pit road. So Justin Gable looks like he's going to stay out here. Let's see if we get one to go here, because usually these pit stops are pretty quick on these early cautions. We will get one to go, so. So we're going to have 4 tires. Eric Sable on the outside. Justin Gable going to lead with no pit stop at all on the bottom. Fastest stop on that round of pit stops, according to my live scoring I have to the right here, would be Mr. Beach at 13.9. So, nice job by Beach's crew. Beach going to restart. It looks like around the 10th position. Make that 11th back there on the inside, row 6. Off of turn 4, pace car going to pull off, back to racing at lap number 11. Oh, one car spinning tires. It's set the Merchant and Beach. No caution. Beach with some nose damage. Meanwhile, Kyle Putt's going to dive into the bottom for the lead. Should mention that bad pit stop for Marcus. Slide to his pit stall. He restarted in the 8th position. You see right there in the blue deuce. Well, Kyle Putt's back to the front. Cheney right there in the 4th position. Aaron Davis going by Gable. Gable is definitely paying for those tires. And he is now up in the wall. And Chance Crum right there in the 2nd position. He's going to take a bid for the lead. The 83 inside. Not able to get it. And here comes Sable on the outside. Racing up here towards the front. As Aaron Davis going to look to the bottom of Connor Anton. And Connor going to fall back 2 spots, move him to the 7th position there in front of Pipgrass. Sharman has been working his way back to the front. He is in front of Nichols now at the 11th spot. Femi out there in the 1 and 13th. Zero resets, Batman. Chance Crum just pushing Puts down the back straightaway into turn 3. And Marcus looking to the bottom for the 6th spot. Make that the 5th spot. So Marcus already working his way back to the top 5. And the Blue Deuce up to 5th. Here on what you just got to roll out of it. Look at that bumping too. That thing is nasty. Chance Crum is going to be able to make a move there in the turn one. Not able to yet. 83 going to take that high line. I was watching a practice. This high line is working for this car in turn one. I've been watching it. 3 and 4 not so much, but it does work in turn one. And there it is, to the bottom of Chance. Put a sprint car driver up in the high lane. He'll make it work. New leader 83, Chance Crum. Right now, the key part that everybody needs to know is Kyle Putz has led the most laps in this race so far, so he's got 2 bonus points now as Ducharme has smacked the wall again. The Exalta car smacking the wall off of 2. He might have got that bump. That bump is vicious over 2. You thought the bumps in the 500 were bad? Peh. And you see Eric Sable going to work his way inside of Putz now. That's for second. Marcus going to take fourth away from Bobby. Bobby's letting him ride. As caution on the speed where Randy Roberts has had issues. He has spun around backwards in turn 4. Great job by everybody to avoid him, but the 9 has gone around. Loses the back end, tries to say, that's going to leave a mark. There you see the leaders going by. So caution number 2 on the track. Lap number 22. And look out, the pace car is out here flying. I wonder if Williams is behind the wheel of the pace car. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. As everybody hits pit road again, should be 4 tires and fuel for all. Mr. Beach going to stay out and lead a lap. It's going to be Chance Crum with the race off pit road. Well, we can go back and investigate here real quick. Let's go up here and watch the pace car. I'm hauling the mail up here. Not bad. It's not Williams. He kept it out of the wall, so. So Beach's going to bring the car to pit road. Let's get a chance. Let's talk with Bobby Cheney first. Actually, his mic's muted. Cheney doesn't look like he wants to talk at all. So let's. Kyle's down here by himself. I know I won't interrupt him here. I think when you're in a room by yourself, I don't think I can interrupt you. But Kyle Putzker, Scout in the booth, get a copy?
Yeah, I got you this time. You caught me not talking to anybody.
I was wondering if you'd be talking to anybody but yourself. But Kyle, it's been a fun race. You've led 10 laps already to start off. So right now you're okay, but still 109 laps to go. How's the car feeling? How's the race looking?
Well, so far, car's feeling pretty good. That first little 8-lap run, I it was a good judgment to see how hard I could push the car and see how the tires would fall off, and I realized that I was using a little bit more than I wanted to, so that second run I was just going to lead however many laps as I could, and if Chance was in a rush to get around me, which, you know, he got to my inside, I was just going to let him go, save some tire a little bit. As long as Bobby's in my mirror, I'm alright now that I led that lap. That was my first goal since I started up front, was see if I can get around Marcus, and took the risk, got it, and right now I'm sitting right where I want to be if the race finished now.
Yeah, right now that's exactly it. You'd win the championship by 1 if I got the numbers correctly here by sitting right there in front of Bobby. So wish you the best of luck, obviously, and we'll see what happens here in about 108 laps.
Thanks, Chris.
Kyle Putz there, your now point leader as of right now by 1. I wish there was a way you could get the points up there on the screen. I wish there was a way I could do it. I just don't know how. Wow, Wilms being mean to people over here. Should I ban Wilms? There we go. Going to go back to racing. It'll be lap number 26. Eric Sable, Chance Crum, Marcus Richardson, Kyle Putz, Bobby Cheney. Your top 5, the top 2 in points are right there. Pace car is off. Back to racing here. Lap number 26. Oh, DeSharman and the Merchant, they're spinning. And Schwinn has to stop his car. And no caution again. What a great job by Superman to stop. I think there should have been a caution for that, but I have no control on that. So Chance Crum to the lead. Kyle Putz up to second. Bobby Cheney back in 6th. Chance already your 4th different leader in this race. A lot of people looking to lead laps. It looks like 2 cars now behind the wall. Randy Roberts, Stuart Redmond. Not sure if Roberts is finalized or if he is just on pit road getting damage fixed. Not sure either way. On Aaron Davis. Good little good sign at Cheney, 4th position. Got Ariani there behind him, the 15. And move Davis up a spot. Meanwhile, Eric Sable attacking Kyle Putz. Chance Crum, Kyle Putz, Eric Sable, Marcus Richardson, Connor Anton. Your top 5, and there is Bobby Cheney back in the 7th position. We mentioned the Kyle versus Bobby battle. Last night, the challenge went to Kyle Putz, who ended up winning the Truck Series Championship. Bobby didn't have the best of runs. Kyle winning it by 25 last night when it was all said and done. Good Kyle put on an encore this evening. And of course, this is the last season of this kind of format. You saw the previews earlier, and if we get a chance, we'll play it a couple more times here. But next season, the chase begins, and it starts all at Sunday. The Truck Series will be at Daytona, the PC Master Race Series, and then Gen 6 comes to Talladega for their first race. So it'll be Sunday and Monday. As the lap car, Tyler Ducharme on the outside, going to let the leaders go by, so is Randy Roberts. This could get tricky. Oh! Okay, I was like, who is that on the outside? The main guy is going to make it through the lap cars. We ride with Chaney off of 2. One emphasis that the series is going to do next season is they want to make it as close as possible for everyone to potentially have a chance to win the championship. All you got to do is show up to all the races almost and finish solid, and you're going to be in the chase, and you will have a chance to win the Sim Racing Authority Championship coming up after 4 races. All you do then is get to the top 6. As Marcus inside of Eric Sable. Here comes Connor Anton with him. Marcus with some hood damage. Don't know where that came from. Look at the left inside of his car there. Not sure at all where that came from. I didn't see any kind of incident on the track. But you see right there the damage. Hey, really good close up of the damage. Marcus gonna dive out of line for second. That damage ain't playing a role right now, it appears. The Blue Deuce up to P2. Take a look back here at some other items going on. You see Ariani there. Is Brandon Pipgrass back in the 9th position right now. Justin Gable hanging out in 10th, and then 2 seconds back to the Netflix car of Jake Nichols. He's probably currently watching some older movies on his dashboard, knowing him. Matt Simpson back there in the 12th position, and Superman back here in 13th. He did a nice job missing that wreck. That's why he's so far back. He had to stop pretty much to miss the wreck that happened on a restart. So Superman just kind of riding, trying to catch up as fast as possible. Richard just doing typical Schwinn, just letting it roll into the corner. Richard ready to back up his NIS Daytona 500 win last season. Getting ready for that coming up here this Saturday. We're going to run that at noon. That will be part of our broadcast that you see coming up here the next few days. Let's talk about that. Tomorrow we'll be with you from Talladega Super Speedway for the USRC Truck Series. It is a Darren Moyer six-pack challenge race, so the top 5 from Bristol will have a chance to win $20 tomorrow at Talladega. I'll be on board for that one, so I'll be driving in that race actually. Then Wednesday we're back in the booth for the Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series. That'll be from Texas Motor Speedway. That'll be Wednesday. We'll also, in between that, have the JTT Series race from last week at Iowa. We'll run that broadcast likely tomorrow. We'll also have the special series from Sim Racing Authority. Still got to get those 2 series in. And then they'll have another race Wednesday night, and we'll see how that all goes. And then Thursday, we're actually off. But you can watch me as I'll be running in the dual race for the races I'm running throughout the weekend in another league. So you could join me for that. Also, the real duels will be on that night. Friday night, I'll be in a truck race. Saturday, I'm in 3 races. I'll be in a B car race Saturday morning, the Daytona 500 Saturday afternoon, and then a B car race that night. So there's going to be a lot of racing for me coming in the next few days. So make sure you join us for that. And somebody mentioned the 2 cars on a rail, damage or not. Marcus Richardson is coming for the front. He is there. Marcus Richardson dives it in there into turn 3. Can he clear him? He will, and we have a new leader, Marcus Richardson, to the front for a second time this evening. Meanwhile, Eric Sable and Connor Anton battling, almost hitting each other there into the corner. It's already 5 lead changes in this race. Crum has led the most laps so far. That was close. As Chance going to dive it back to the bottom for the lead here. Not able to do it. Eric Sable going to dive it to the bottom of the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet. Out on the Lowe's car, Connor doesn't want to give up. Kyle puts us right in the middle. He's like, you guys behave, please. Aaron Davis is going to swing around the outside. If I'm Kyle, I'm backing out of this. I know you want to stay in front of Cheney, but get out of this. It's going to take one mistake by somebody, and bam, your championship hopes are done. If not, a mistake by you. And Davis going to clear puts, so move Kyle back to 6th, and now Cheney going to go after him. Don't know why it works out like this, but it always seems like the 2 guys battling end up together every time. Move Cheney up, so Cheney takes the point lead back officially. This is about the best battle on the track between these guys right here. As I'm looking over at the telemetry, got a battle here. Pipgrass and Gable trying to catch that 96. Other than that, it's in this pack right here. Chance Crum has not let Marcus Richardson go yet. Marcus up there leading now his 12th lap and only about a 1/10 of a second in front of him. Who's your pick to win it, guys? We've seen 50 laps now. Is it Cheney? Is it Putz? Who's going to win the Sim Racing Authority Gen 6 Series Championship presented by Lamadog Racing? We'll get 82 laps to go. Go get your friends, get your family members, whoever wants to watch it here. Tell them what's going on. Set it up for them and tell them you need to get in here now because you got the top two in points right there in 6th and 7th position going for the championship. And it appears Tyler Ducharme brought his car to pit road to get his damage fixed, and he is some 10 laps down now officially from the leaders. Aaron Davis is going to go by Connor Anton for position. There's Ducharme back on the track. There's your top two going into 3. And then the rest of this pack. And Cheney looking to the bottom. Back here, battle Gable inside of Brandon Pipgrass for the 9th spot. Guys from 6 seconds back from the leaders. Gable led some laps earlier in this race. And he decided to stay out off of pit road. And he quickly paid for it too, as quick as he pitted, or didn't pit. He went straight backwards. Do not want to give it up. Should mention Kyle Putz has gone by Connor Anton for 6, so Kyle's back behind Bobby again. Looks like these guys are going to settle down for about 2 seconds, literally. As we look back up here at this 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all here. Look up front, Marcus pulling away from the 83. And you see Aaron Davis has gone by Eric Sable. Putz with the inside. Bobby with a little block there. That could have been a small block for Bobby, I would say. And now Sable going to go back to the bottom. Put's going to look low. Bobby not going to really put a move on this time. I would say the next 10 laps. I mean, they restarted about lap 28, 29. Go about 50 to 55 on a tank. Some wild racing up here in the front, especially in this pack right here of hounds. Ariati has come back into the picture now himself. Because now these guys finally are going to spread out a little bit. We can work back to this battle here between the 48 and the 15. And Ariati going to go past Connor Anton to move Adi up to the 7th position. Meanwhile, these two are still having a little fun with each other. So now the question is going to become who pits when? Who will be the first one to go to pit road? There's your leader, Marcus Richardson. 5 lead changes so far in this race. Only the 2 cautions for 7 laps, so relatively clean and green. Aaron Davis having another great run in at number 20. Oh, Ariani got the wall a little bit off too. Looks like minor damage to the right front. And Puts thinking about trying to get by Sable for the 4th position as these guys just continue to battle it out. And speaking of battling it out, these two are still going at it back here. And it looks like Tyler Ducharme did take his car behind the wall, so the 08 will finish 14th, it appears, tonight at Homestead. Cable still not able to go by. Meanwhile, Puts has gone by Sable. Cheney now low, gonna go by. Now another dilemma that's going to come into play here is I'm looking at numbers. We're at lap 68 right now, which means we're just past halfway, so 66 laps to go. If you can go 50 to 55 on a tank of fuel, just breaking down numbers here. If somebody can make it to about lap 81 to 83, somewhere in that range, which is only, what, 14 laps. Do we have one pit stop to the finish? That can really bring the drama on. As it is for every driver, Tyler. So Davis puts Cheney. All these guys with a chance to win. Meanwhile, these two can't still decide who wants to be in front of the other. As Pipgrass and Gable battle it out. Connor Anton up in front there. Connor's struggling a little bit. He's some 3 seconds back for that pack of cars as they're starting to get spread out now. But Cheney right behind Kyle Putz. If this race ends right now, Putz is the champion. And it would be a 1-point difference. This is all looking too familiar. Now, here's the interesting thing about this whole thing. The interesting thing about this whole thing. Neither of these drivers have won a race in this Gen 6 series presented by Lamadog Racing this whole season. They both have 0 wins. And it's ironic Kyle Putz drives a 31, Ryan Newman. So we have 60 laps to go next time by. Again, the question being asked, if they can go another 6 or 7 laps, are we good to go to the finish on fuel? I don't see anyone on pit road. I say that as Jake Nichols comes off pit road. So the Netflix car going to come off pit road. Matt Simpson has had some issues apparently. I'm just looking, he's 4 laps down now. Don't have a Matt. But unfortunately, Slamaflage with issues. Richard Schwint's going to come to pit road. Superman on pit road, and I think I just saw somebody else coming to pit road. Marcus. So Chance Crum will inherit the lead. Marcus has that ever so crucial first pit stall there. Four tires fuel, see if he gets that nose damage fixed just a little bit. Probably not, because he's doing a pretty good job with it. As look at this. Pivotal part in the race right here. Chance Crum has come to pit road. Cheney is now the leader. Marcus with a 14.9. Let's see how he comes out on pit road. Looks like he is going to be okay. As we have pit stops happening. Kyle Putz on pit road. Chance Crum on pit road. Eric Sable, Davis, Gable, Pipgrass. And I'm keeping the camera here because Cheney is going to get a bonus point right here. And there goes Putz off of pit road. So right now, It is pretty much dead even between the two when it comes to bonus points and everything. Ariani's still on pit road. Yeah, he just got on pit road, actually, I should say. And now Cheney going to come to pit road. 15-1 for Ariani. Oh no, Cheney did not come to pit road yet. And now Bobby's going to get there. Now we'll hand the lead back to Marcus Richardson. Looks like Marcus going to have about an 0.8 of a second lead on Chance Crum here. Right side tires going on. Here comes Kyle out of turn 4 right now. You see Jake Nichols going by right now. Kyle Putz is already on the back straightaway, so Bobby is going to have to do some digging now, it looks like. But again, then the question comes down to fuel mileage. Who can get there? Who can't? There's still 54 laps to go right now in this race. And it's going to settle on who's going to be the champion. Bobby in turn 3 and 4 right now. It's going to be about an 8-second difference from Kyle Putz to Bobby Cheney. There are your leaders. Marcus Richardson ahead of Chance Crum. As they're going to come up on the back of Brandon Pipgrass to put him a lap down potentially. As these three are back together again, Eric Sable there in 4th, Aaron Davis in 5th, Ariani 6th. They got about 3 seconds back to Jake Nichols. Well, the question comes down to, Tyler's, what's the tiebreaker rules? Because if Bobby finishes behind Kyle Putz, that would tie him. And if I'm looking at the standings, wins wouldn't matter because they're both at 0. Right now, Kyle's in 3rd, Bobby's in 8th. If he got the 4th, if it goes by top 5s, Bobby has 10, Kyle has 9. And I just realized something. I'm going to finish top 10 in points. Woohoo! Anyways, another story. I missed the last 2 races. I'm going to finish top 10. Attaboy. Hey, if I'd have started, I could have finished 6th. Yeah, well. So Marcus Richardson, as we go through the field, is your leader. Chance Crum about 4/10 back there in 2nd. Kyle Putz in 3rd. He's 50 laps from another championship. Eric Sable in 4th. See, I don't know how that works, Tyler. I don't have any of those numbers there. Who finished 2nd, when, or what. Aaron Davis there in the 5th position behind Eric Sable. Ariani in 6th. Jake Nichols and the Netflix running in 7th. Bobby Cheney there is in 8th. Bobby has knocked it down to about 7 seconds. He has gained a second. I'm sorry, he's down to 6 seconds now. He has gained 6 seconds on Kyle Putz. Justin Gable in 9th. And there's Connor Anton in the 10th position. Brandon Pipgrass, last car in the lead lap in 11th. Richard Schwinn out there, still doing a good job. Superman in 12th. And Mr. Beach is still out there on the track. He has worked his way to 14th. And I think he is the last one on the track. Simpson's still not out there. I don't know, Tyler, if you want to run over to the website and see, go through the results and tell me who had the most second places, I don't know if that makes a difference or not. It is second place finishes, and Kyle has the tiebreaker. There you go. Right now, Kyle's in the catbird seat. However, Cheney about 7 seconds back from Kyle Putz right now. As we watch the battle for the lead. Chance Crum going down the high side. That lane has worked tonight, especially in 1 and 2. There's Kyle Putz, Eric Sable right there behind him. He's in a battle with Aaron Davis for 4th. See Davis right there chasing down Eric Sable. And it's a good race for the 4th position. And we got a new leader. Chance Crum has gone by Marcus Richardson into turn 3 as Pipgrass needs some blinker fluid. But the 83 has gone to the front, so lead change number 9. And Chance Crum is taking the lead. As I'm checking now, Bobby about 6 seconds back to Kyle Putz, so they're getting closer and closer here. What I'm going to do is actually, we don't get to do this much during the race, so I'm going to do this because how big it's going to be, and we're going to get right back to you here for the finish of this race. I know there's a lot of viewers, but what is coming up next season for our friends at Sim Racing Authority is the Chase format. And we got a video that we're going to show you here in just a little bit. I was going to show it to you now, but I'm not going to because it's just getting exciting now. As Marcus is going to the front. Oh, Richardson back to the lead. And that's lead change number 10 of the race. Meanwhile, we got a 3-car battle starting to go here. As Eric Sable and Aaron Davis have caught Putz. Now, here's the question. Is Putz saving fuel? That is something that's coming to my mind a little bit. Aaron Davis inside of Eric Sable. Move him up to 4th. Another great run for Aaron. Oh, and a hospital hop there. Battle here for the 4th spot. Sable going to slide up maybe. He will. So again, the chase for the championship for Sim Racing Authority comes up next Sunday. Will be the first race in the PC Master Race Series. Again, all you have to do is get in the top 12, and you are in the chase for the championship for both series now. First race next season, or for the trucks, are going to be at Talladega on Sunday, and then the Gen 6 cars will be at Daytona on Monday. Cheney's margin looks like it's right at still 6 seconds back to Kyle, or from Kyle back to Bobby. As we have 37 laps to go, 2 cautions for the 7 laps so far. We'll show you this. There is how far back everybody is from the leader, Marcus Richardson. You see Chance Crum is right there. I did not know that. Thank you, Tyler, for informing me on that. Wow, $10 prize for the highest non-chaser. I get a chance to win some money, boys. And you see Cheney about 12 seconds back. He's trying to catch Ariati there in the 6th position. There's Bobby out there on his own. Bobby probably driving his tail off right now. I know Bobby's one that he'll take his time in his ride, and when the time goes, he'll go. But I'm thinking now, there's no riding anymore. He's gone. Pete's going to pull over and let Cheney go on by. Oh, I was wondering what happened to Matt. There you go. Matt doing a great job always honoring his sponsors. .32 laps to go. Who wins the championship? Will there be another caution? Will everybody make it on fuel? There's Kyle. He has stretched it a little bit on Aaron Davis. Marcus Richardson with about a half-second lead. Kyle Puts about 6.5 back. Aaron Davis 6.9 back, and then Eric Sable about 7 seconds back. And then it's all the way about 4 seconds back to Ariati. As I mentioned, though, Cheney is still right about 6 seconds behind Putz. There, I knew I'd get his name wrong for once. There you see Kyle going into turn 1 now, and here comes Bobby across the start-finish line. I just have a feeling here. I don't want to be the guy that jinxes anything, I hate to be the guy that does something to bother this race or affect it. I don't think I really have control on it, though. However, it just seems like when you have a situation like this, when you have two guys who are pretty much tied for the points lead, and the guy who finishes the best out of the two is the champion, it just sounds like one of those situations where we're going to go another 10 laps or so, and then a caution's going to come out. And it's going to put them back together again, and we're going to have a mayhem, a little fest on our hands. See if I'm right. You see Marcus. He is pulled away from Chan, about a second lead now on the 83. Aaron Davis starting to catch the 31. This will be a battle for third. Somebody's shutting her engine up ahead here. It's not Marcus. It's the car that's in between these two that are shutting the engine off. Didn't see who that lap car was. I want to say that's Pipgrass. That was Chance Crum shutting his engine off that time. Aaron Davis inside. He's got it. So now only 3 cars separate, or 2 cars separate Cheney from Putz, and here comes Bobby up on Ariati. Oh, by the way, it's down to 5 seconds between the two. Ooh, Ari drove it into one pretty deep there. He's going to slide up the track. Here's Kyle. There's Pipgrass coming to pit road. "24 laps to go in the season, the final season before the chase." Once again, Slamaflage has pulled out his old Revenbacher. Cheney's still right there, just riding behind Ariati. Oh, Bobby up there. He's going to test that high line out here. And he got a hell of a run off of 2. Look at Bobby inside. Cheney up to 6th. That's the good news. The bad news, it's back up to 6 seconds between Putz and Cheney. I think I've spotted the car that is saving fuel, and let's get on board with him. You can hear it. I've got cinnamon rolls. And saving fuel. So 20 laps to go. Let's see where everybody's running. Marcus, there's your leader. He's got 3.5 seconds now in Chance Crum. Aaron Davis in third. He is battling with Kyle Putz for that position right now as Kyle's in fourth. Eric Sable back into 5th position. Bobby Cheney 6th. Teriyati 7th. Connor Anton is back here in the 8th position. He's saving fuel. Jake Nichols in 9th. There's Justin Gable in 10th. There's Pipgrass. And Richard Schwint's on pit road. Schwint pitted early in that fuel run, so he probably had to get new tires and fuel. You know what? He's been on pit road for a while, though, so he might be out of the race, actually. Superman, unfortunately, not going to be able to finish. You know, he might be just like, I'm getting out of the car to watch this finish. Or maybe not. I don't see Superman in here. The battle for fourth. You know, another thing that could come into play here, and this is something we haven't thought about. Kyle Putz right now, he's done a good job, but what if one of these two hit the wall and take out the bonus point for having no incidents? If Kyle were to hit the wall, say, in the next 17 laps and Bobby stays out of it, this tie really could get interesting, especially if Sable, who's only 2.5 seconds ahead of Cheney, gets past. This could really play a role. There is Sable, and there's Bobby back there in turn 3. "16 laps to go." Marcus continuing to just pull away. His chance has been saving fuel the whole time. I didn't even have a chance to do this yet, but we have raced here, by the way, at Sim Racing Authority one time. And that was back in Season 2, last August. Marcus Richardson won that race, leading 67 laps. Beating out David Shutt, Tyler Ducharme, Connor Anton, and Riley Wyans. There's a name we haven't said in a while. And the battle for third. Oh, Kyle and Aaron almost hit each other. That point I just talked about. Tyler, go check and see if they hit each other. That could be interesting right there. Bobby Janey under attack from Ariati. As Marcus is pitted, Chance Crum to the lead. Let the drama begin, boys. Thanks, guys. Right side tires for the 2. He's going 4 tires. So he will pull away as Chance Crum continues to lead. Sable is on pit road. Kyle Putz is on pit road. Holy cow. Fuel only for the 31. Chance Crum saving fuel. He's got about a second on Aaron Davis. Bobby Chaney some 8 seconds back here in third. Kyle Putz going to come out in the 7th position right now. Oh my gosh, look at this. 3 wide. It's like, y'all can just go ahead and take that, please. But this race isn't over yet for the lead yet. Aaron Davis is here. So I'm looking here at the career win sheet, just checking everything. Chance Crum with 13 career wins. Aaron Davis with 2, so this is very interesting. Aaron Davis is coming to pit road. So Chaney is up to 2nd. There's Davis. He couldn't make it on fuel. Chance is slowing it down. And almost wrecking. There is Chaney down the back straightaway with Ariati. That's Eric Zabel. He is a lap down now after his pit stop. Would you know that a race like this would come down to fuel mileage to decide a championship? Bobby's knocked it down to 5.5 seconds. So I'm watching here. Chance Crum, it's a 4.6, 4.5 second lead now. There's Bobby out of turn 4. 3 to go. You wonder how hard Bobby's racing right now, if he's really racing Ariati hard. 2 to go for Chance Crum. Hey, Chance literally ran it back straightaway without the car running. As it is down to 2 seconds. And the final lap of the season. It's down to 1 second. As Harry's on the inside of Bobby. Is it going to be a walk-off shot for Bobby off of 4? Chance is out of fuel. He's going to win the race in the championship. Cheney. Bobby Cheney has won the Sim Racing Authority Gen 6 Championship presented by Lamadog Racing. He has won the championship exactly 4 days to the date of his Ohio State Buckeyes winning the championship. How did that just happen? You can't make this stuff up. Didn't DW say this on Sunday? You can't make this stuff up. Holy cow. Ariadne's going to get second. Chance Crum's going to finish third. This didn't update on my screen over here. It's got Chance actually winning the race, but Bobby's going to win it. Let me get that all organized up here. Wow. I'm still over here like, holy cow. Let's watch. This is the final lap all over again right here. You see Ari gets to the bottom of Cheney. And you're going to see Chance Crum runs out of fuel right there off before. Ari hits him actually right there. And there's where Bobby's going to win it. Ari's going to get second. Chance Crum third. Yow. All right. Well, let's go talk to everybody involved in this. Whew. He's just sitting there with Chance Crum on the...
At least.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Chance.
Oh, sorry,
no,
we're talking.
It's all good. Don't mean to interrupt you. Third place finish for you, and I know you saved all the fuel you could in that race, but still come out third. I know it's disappointing because you were, what, 500 feet away from a victory.
Yeah, you know, it's disappointing not to get the win, but it was, you know, a lot of fun that race. I had a lot of fun racing with Marcus and some of these other guys. Using that topside was a lot of fun. Fuel-wise, though, I thought I could save enough, and it was so close. But I kind of ruined it for myself because when I pitted that last time, I pitted with 2 laps of fuel left because I didn't think anybody was going to make it. I thought, you know, Marcus pitted, so I just kind of went a lap after him to not get some slow laps, and I didn't think anyone was going to make it, and I realized, crap, I can save. And so I tried to, and that didn't work out. So.
Well, still, you guys put on a great race in the end. As I'm looking to my left here, you led 41 laps in the race, and a great effort by you. And the question is, are we going to see you as much as possible next season in the chase? I know you got your sprint car career, too.
Yeah, real racing season's coming up just around the corner next month. You know, I'm going to start off with the California race, so I might have to miss 1 race. I know for sure. Other than that, I think I think I should be able to make every race of the season. I'm gonna try to.
Very good. Well, congratulations. Send a shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Got to give a big thanks to Clean Crawls for all their help and support, well as Rooney's Food and Spirits, Fire Down Graphics, Joe's Racing Products, Air Van, Johansson Mechanical. Thanks to Alex for being up in the sky. He was just not really spotting, but had a good time talking to him during the race. Congrats to Bobby, first of all, for a championship and a great win to him in the race too. That was really close.
Well, congratulations, Chance, on your third place run. I know it's not what you wanted, but still, and also good luck. I'll wish you now if we don't get a chance to talk before the start of your season.
Thank you very much. Thanks for broadcasting the race. I'll see you later.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chance. Chance Crum, a third place finish, and he can go back to his conversation up there with who he's talking with. Let's get Ariani down here. Man, I'm still catching my breath after that one. Ariani, a second place finish for you in the 15. Great job saving fuel, and you and Bobby put on a show there at the end. Talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, I was struggling pretty much the entire race, and I don't know, when Marcus spit, Chance went behind him, and I figured, I was like, well, we can make it 50 some odd laps. I'm not entirely sure how long we can make it, but I figured if I'd waited as long as I could and, try to make it just on this last stop, and then I'd be good to go. And that was the plan. I came out of pit road, and I actually never even matched the gas all the way down. I was saving ever since I left, so almost worked out there at the end. But Chance was out of fuel, and kind of ruined my run coming off of 4. But that was an awesome race, and I couldn't be happier with second. I definitely didn't have the car for this top 5 finish, so I'll take it.
Well, great job on your end. Send a shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Just the guys at SRA, you of course for broadcasting all the races you've been broadcasting this season, and really looking forward to next season. Can't wait.
All right. Well, nice job, Eric. Congratulations on your second place run. I haven't gotten the updated points yet, so not sure where you're going to finish in the point standings, but still a great season for you. Got a couple wins, I know, all the way around, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, bud. Appreciate it. Sweet.
Right. Yep. Ariani there in the number 15 Arias Toyota. Let's get Kyle Putz down here. And Kyle, I know that was not the way you wanted to unfortunately lose the championship with the pit stops and stuff. I know you did the best you could. You raced as hard as you could. You put a valiant effort up. But unfortunately you're going to come up just a couple of spots short.
Yeah, fuel mileage fucking sucks. Sorry about my language on the stream, but it's just been that way this season. Congrats to Bobby, by the way, for he was able to hang in there, and fuel mileage is what he does best, and he got me at Dover with it. He got me here, which is the one that means the most. But quite honestly, I don't think I was gonna make it. Even if I were in front of him, I don't think I was gonna make it to the start-finish line. As the guys over at Brian Blackford Racing already know, wheel went out on me coming out of turn 2. It was in and out a little bit, and yeah, jump back in sim, won't calibrate anymore. So I don't know, it's just been my luck this season. Had a few good runs, had a good race last week at Richmond to ran my ass off to try to set me up for this, but Bobby won at his own game basically. Congrats to him, but sucks being the first loser, but whatever.
Yeah, no, it's a bummer. Yeah, and I feel for you, and the as I always try to do, let's try to take positives out of things. You did win a championship last night, which is definitely a good thing too.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to win. I was all ecstatic last night 'cause I won that one, but yeah, that is a good thing. I won it, and we ran hard there, but this. From the first race, this is the one that I was chasing most, since this is where my main focus is in this car. And I know there's been weeks in, weeks out. I don't know what it is with me, and I don't know if it's the setups or if, quite honestly, I just can't run the car. But I always push myself to be number 1, and I just got number 1 in the trucks, which is cool, and happy about that. But just wish I could have went 2 for 2.
Understandable, man. Understandable. Well, still appreciate taking the time to talk to us, and we'll give you a chance to send a shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Well, thanks Bobby and Austin again for putting the league on. Thanks for you for broadcasting. All the guys at Brian Blackford Racing for keeping in my ear tonight, keeping me nice and calm and listening to all my nervousness. But yeah, shout out to Logitech for making a wheel that pedals go out every 6 months, and the wheel, 2 years. I guess that's all it's got. But other than that, I don't remember if I thanked you or not. Thanks for broadcasting again. Like I said last night, it's always awesome to be able to show off what we do and just to be able to go back and watch it every once in a while. But other than that, yeah, guys, for showing up and racing. All the Twitch viewers, I hope they enjoyed. I know it was
Kyle, we appreciate everything.
1 out of 4.
Oh, I lost you there. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just I don't know if you heard me thank the viewers or not, but yeah, congrats to Bobby. It was tough. Hopefully next season we'll have something better for him.
Well, class act there, and Kyle Putz, congratulations. Second in points, unfortunately. But you did get the truck championship, so we'll put a silver lining there. But you know what? There's next season you got the chase, and we'll wish you the best. Also coming up in the NIS stuff that you're doing.
Thanks, Chris.
Kyle Putz there, going to finish second in the points. Unfortunately, we'll put him down here where he was, or where he went up there, looks like. Oh, he left, actually. Okay. Let's get Bobby Chaney down here. As, dude, I've been sitting there thinking to myself, Bobby, I'm like, how can I put all this together? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, it was January 12th, where you sat there on the couch and watched your Buckeyes win the championship. And the only thing I can think of here is I watch the 12th lead change of the night be the one that puts you in victory lane.
I know, right? I couldn't believe it. First of all, I got to thank Kyle Putz. That was just we race each other clean, and that's that's what I want to do, and I know that's how he is, and we did it clean and thing. But I got to thank him for that. But yeah, I knew, it was about halfway through that run. I was like, man, if I can stretch this pit stop before the last. That last run we had, if I can get to 55, I have a shot at this. And I got to the 55 mark, and I just never clutched it once. I just let off early, picked a mark on both walls, and just let it roll in and saved fuel. And I was about lap and a half to good, so I knew I was good. I figured them guys, there's no way they can save. I was surprised Chance made as far as did in Erie. I mean, but I was just content running where I was, and I saw Erie really push it there. I knew he was probably his time to go, so I was going to let him go, and I saw Chance running out, and I was like, screw it, we're going in full board. I'll ride the wall way to the finish line.
Well, great job on your end, and for those viewers who didn't understand the 12 part, Jones was number 12 for Ohio State. It was kind of ironic there, but well, you put on a great show. I know for a little bit there you were running in 8th, and I sat there and said during our cast, I'm like, if Bobby can get to a certain lap, or any of these guys get to a certain lap, they can probably get the distance. And what was your thoughts when you saw Kyle come to pit road?
Well, I knew he had to pit. I just didn't know, I wasn't really worried about as much as him. I knew he had to pit. It was pretty much, I was more worried about cautions and guys coming in, because it's a treacherous pit road, getting on and off pit road here. I mean, you come in too fast, you turn the wheel at any turn, you're going through the grass. So I was thinking guys were going to do that and bring the caution out. And that was my main concern. But, hey, it ended up working out. Like I told them guys, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. If it wasn't, it wasn't. We'd move on to the next season. And, hey, I'll take the win and the championship. I guess you can't script it any better than that.
Not at all. Not at all. Congratulations to you. And here's your chance then to shout out whoever you'd like to.
Well, I want to, first of all, thank all the drivers